believe God is a woman with jet black hair that used to stand to the basement of her sandals, so she has to walk around carrying the strands with one armful, just so it stays clear and being dragged on the filth from the land that she walks on. And I believe God is a woman with the fingernails of the lips of the breasts taken by newborns, and tattoos of the names of all her children spread throughout her back and forearms, and a body movie stars could only dream of. And I believe God is a woman with the complexion of watching the sun rise, and the elegance of a dove with blank pupils, white like the way the light shines. So when you look into her eyes, it would almost be as if she were blind. But it just makes it easier for her to see past the deception, tongue to speak, and listen to the honesty in people's souls, and judge that man for his deeds, the way he lived, and eventually what he died for. And I believe she walks among us, dressed in long black shawls with hair that just extends down to her feet, and taking the time to sip on Turkish coffee while sitting outside the cafe shops in New York City, watching children running the streets and innocently ignoring just how cold the world is, but each day losing a piece of the innocence that one was born with. And I believe she has no religion. I believe she relies on faith and not belief systems, while understanding the predicaments that our youth are in. So I believe she walks these corners at night because she knows she has to go to them. And I believe she has a heart big enough to forgive even history's most heinous sins, whether it be the Holocaust or traded Africans, whether it be the government massacres of Iraqis or Palestinians. I believe even she would never find in her heart to combine her children with the evils that they live in. And I believe she's been scarred and butchered by men. I believe she's walked this earth before, has been raped by kings, slave owners, American soldiers, and even jealous boyfriends. So when it comes to Christ, it's only people's ignorance that would ever compare her crucifixions. But each lifetime she spent, she remains all the more beautiful, and her wisdom all the more fruitful. And I know she's had way too many conversations with schoolgirls and telling them the ugliness of the world and warning them of men, scriptures, and preachers that's trying to make you believe Eve is the cause for all your natural temptations. And sitting around in campfires and rocking chairs and holding on to toddlers while teenagers comb their hair, and surrounded by convicts and children to condemn the innocent and sharing her words and restoring the faith of those that even have the second to take the time to listen. And I believe she's witnessed the most wickedest things. I believe she's seen her village being invaded and burnt of natives, and spent time in concentration camps, and even sat in American embassies watching terrorists leave the premises just before the ceiling starts to cave in, and just before the first tower fell. I know she was somewhere in the building. And I believe God is a woman that's just lived through way too many holy wars, and believe the one that we're living in right now was just rehearsed in the last pages. Revelation has more without us to witness. And I believe she walks among us, dressed in long black shawls with hair that just extends down to her feet, and this type of love for Turkish coffee, like it was the one addiction that had the Lord fall on Victor. And I believe God is a woman, because if God were a man, somehow I think I lose my faith again.